Good afternoon, everyone, my lovely yoga friends, and not only yoga friends, my friends. Okay, let's share this video. Okay, right. So today, welcome to my yoga studio at home. We're going to practice today a few stretches for tennis players. So if you play tennis, you know what you need to stretch, and we try to stretch shoulders today. I show you a few stretches for the hamstrings, I show you a few stretches for the hips, and maybe we can finish lying down and relaxing at the end, just to have time to cool down and meditate. Okay, so for today's session, if you have at home a sock, we will need a sock. As you are a tennis player, maybe you are a tennis player, maybe you have lots of tennis balls at home, please do take two. So we're going to place them in the sock, and I show you how to do self-massage, especially for the shoulders and for the upper back and for the whole back. Okay, so, and also we will need a yoga strap, and if you don't have a yoga strap at home, any strap will do. Maybe take the belt from the dressing gown, or take a rubber band, like expansive band for exercises, you can take that, or the lawn towel. Okay, oh, hello everyone, and please do place your messages and your questions, and I will answer them all at the end of the session. Okay, so remind you again, the sock, 2 tennis balls, strap if you have, so this is all we need to use today. Okay, and if you have yoga mat, find your yoga mat or exercise mat. If you don't have yoga mat, it's okay to practice just on the carpet or on the floor. Okay, right, so what we do first, we do these stretches for the shoulders. Okay, I'm going to come on my yoga mat. Don't worry if you don't have yoga mat. So I have my belt here, and I have my sock, and I have 2 balls. I'm going to place it here for later. Really watching the balls. I know you're a bit confused. Why the balls here, not on the floor for you? Okay, so my glasses come away. Okay, let's do shoulder stretches. So nice and easy. So whatever you do, please don't work over pain. So be comfortable, maybe uncomfortable, but not in pain. If you feel pain, just back off. We just want to have good stretches, no pain. So we start with easy movements like that. We're going to just move the arms in circular directions. So let's do a few times. We just start to warm up the muscles around the shoulders. So a few times. Okay, a few times like so. Okay, and if you have yoga strap, you might want to take the yoga strap and moving up and down this way. So this is also very good movements to do. Nice and easy with almost no effort. If you're using the yoga belt, just almost no effort, just moving up and down. Okay, and if you don't have the belt, you just move in this way and then change direction, move another way. Lovely shoulder stretches, nice and easy, suitable for everyone. Okay, and then just roll the shoulders, roll, loosen up. Okay, and find yourself a strap. Okay, if you don't have yoga strap, you might want to use a tennis racket. So I show you what to do. So I'm going to take the tennis racket, as this is yoga session for tennis players. So you can stretch up, either holding the belt or the tennis racket, and we're not going to take arms all the way back. So we're just going to stretch. Let's stretch upwards. Stretch and lengthen. A little bit of tailbone moving down between the sitting bones, and you engage your tummy muscles. Keep it strong and stretch. Lengthen, lengthen, lengthen. You're trying to reach up as high as you can, working against the gravity. Okay, now exhale, bring your chin to your chest. And again, inhale, lift your arms and move your arms back if you have this little space. And as you lift in your head, I want you to do double chin. Draw your chin in to keep the back of the neck long. So chin in, back of the neck long. You lift your chin a little, look up at the ceiling, at the corner of the ceiling. You don't have to look up all the way. So, and again, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, a little bit of double chin, lift your chin and straighten back as far as you can. And for the lower back, to protect your back, lengthening the tailbone still, squeeze your tummy muscles in. So you want to engage your core muscles to support your lower back. And it doesn't matter how far you go, we just want to have a good stretch, lifting, lengthening and moving the arms back. Either you have rackets between your hands or you have belt, the strap. Well done, and then come back. Exhale, come back, and roll your shoulders. Just soften, 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 loosen up. Okay, great. So that was the lovely stretch. Another stretch. We're going to try to touch the hands behind. So this is one option, if you can reach your hands behind. Another option, dropping the belt behind. Catch the belt if you need more space. You can do this with the sock. Don't worry if you don't have a belt. You can take the sock, drop the sock behind, and you catch the sock. Okay, so now let's do adjustments for this right arm. Fold your right arm forward, then you draw your arm back into your shoulder joint. Keep it there, snugly in your shoulder joint. You want to keep engaging this arm in your shoulder joint. And then stretch your elbow up and up and up. And you squeeze your shoulder blades at the back. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Okay, either you hold in the sock behind, or you have your hands, or the yoga strap, or even you can drop the yoga tennis racket at the back, and you can catch this tennis racket, and you have good space. Okay, so you can shorten that space. Okay, hold it where you feel this is just appropriate, and have a good stretch. So have a good stretch. Okay, relaxing the neck, crown of the head reaching upwards, neck is soft and long. Okay, and keep lengthening, stretching upwards. Well done. And now exhale and relax your arms. And just shake your arms, roll your shoulders, keep it soft, 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 neck is soft. And we change. So left arm up, right to the side. See if you can hold your hands, or again, use props, drop the sock, the belt, the racket. Okay, have a good stretch. And now fold this arm forward, draw your arm back into your shoulder joint, keep it there snugly in your shoulder joint, and lift your elbow up on a straight line. Straight line, lift and squeeze your shoulders at the back. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Relax your neck, crown of the head reaching upwards. The breath is deep and flowing. Expansive inhalation. And strong, controlled exhalation. Draw your tummy muscles in as you exhale. Well done. Take another deep breath. And then relax your arms. Relax and again shake your arms. Roll your shoulders. Soften, soften, soften. Okay, well done. So now, watch me for a moment. We're going to the forward bend, and I want you to stretch the hamstrings, the hips, and we'll also try to do a little twist in the forward bend. So, and again, remind you, don't work over pain. So be comfortable, maybe uncomfortable, but not in pain. So the stretch looks like that. I'm going to show you first, and then we do it together. So the stretch looks like that. You're going to take your feet very wide, and if you have props at home, like I have block, and if you feel very, very tight at the back of your legs, your hamstrings tight, maybe your hips tight, you might need to use the block here just in front of you. With the block, looks like that. You're going to squeeze the legs, push the hips back, and you're going to fold forward. Hold in the block and you stretch forward as far as you can. And maybe you don't need the block. You just place your finger pads on the floor and you keep moving the hips back and stretch and stretch. So lovely stretch for the shoulders again, for the hamstrings, for the back of the legs. And maybe we can do this. When you bring your hands beneath your face, you're going to hold one shin, and then this hand going to go forward, and you're going into the twist, maybe looking behind you or above the elbow, and then we do the same on the other side. Okay, so let's do it together. So take your feet very wide, feet parallel. If you have yoga block and you need it, place it in front. Yeah, I'll show you again. Place in here, feet very wide. Inhale, lengthen, and as you exhale, squeeze the legs and you fold forward. Fold and fold. Now hold the floor or hold the block, and you're still moving the hips back and your hands forward. Lengthen, lengthen, lengthen. Lengthen as far as you can. Pushing the hips back all the way as far as you can. You have lovely stretch for inner hamstrings, for the back of the legs. Well done. Take another deep breath here. And then you're going to move your hands beneath your face. Okay, now let's take right hand to the left. Okay, and you're holding your shin. And you're going into the twist. Maybe look up above the left elbow. And that left hand maybe moving a little bit more forward. You go a little bit deeper. Deep breath. Enjoy a little twist. And then come back. Again, stretch forward, lengthen, and then we change in direction. Okay, move your hands closer. Now left hand to the right shin, and maybe even look up above your elbow, and stretch and stretch. Lovely stretch with the twist. Deep breath. Great. And then come back, again, stretch. Hold your shins. Now squeeze the legs and come up. Come up, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze the legs and come up. And then zigzag your feet together. Or hoping. And then just relax your legs. Relax, relax and soften. Okay, well done everyone. So you can stay a little longer in the stretch if you wish. But in the class I'm just teaching you how to do it. So that was lovely stretch. Now I'm going to show you the next, and then we do it together. This is stretch for the front of the thighs and for the hips. Lovely, lovely stretch. I'm going to show you first. We're going to start on all fours, then we're going to step forward with one foot, and then moving the hands to the side, 45 degrees to the side. This is options for the lizard pose. So you can stop here if you feel that this is just enough. You're going to press your foot into the floor. You have lovely stretch here, hip stretch, tummy muscles lifted, maybe taking your hands wider and going to the full variation. So this is where you're straightening your back leg. And then come back, and then you're going to push back to down facing dog. On all fours maybe, or straight to down facing dog, good stretch, maybe spot walk, and then we change side. Okay, so let's do it together. Come on your all fours. Okay, look at your hands and step forward with your left foot outside of your left hand. And if you have space for your right knee to move back, move your right knee back and just take a moment. Maybe this is just enough for you. Or moving your hands 45 degrees to the side, to the right side. And check how you feel. Maybe this is enough. Press your back foot into the floor stronger. Press, press, press. And your front foot. Lift your tummy muscles up. Soften between your shoulder blades. Breathe. Maybe take your hands wider. Go on your finger pads. Squeeze your shoulder blades at the back and maybe even lift your back knee off the floor. Just check with yourself, check with your body, how's that? Is that okay? Try not to lean forward much. Move the weight of your body back to your feet. So you feel the feet on the floor. Soften between your shoulder blades. Tummy muscles lifted. Great stretch for the hips. On your next inhale, come back, bring your hands beneath your face. Stepping back to down facing dog. Step back, spot walk a few times, move the hips from side to side, loosen up, just check how you feel. Lovely stretch for the hips, for the hamstrings. And then we change side. On your tiptoes, bring your knees down to the floor. Right foot outside of your right hand. Okay, and maybe this is enough. You can stop on this, in this stretch. I'm going to change my side for you so you can see me better. Okay, I'll move your hands 45 degrees to the left. Okay, take a moment, check how you feel here. Soften between your shoulder blades. Maybe take your hands wider, go on your finger pads. Lovely workout for your fingers. Lift your elbows, squeeze your shoulder blades at the back. Tummy muscles lifted. and perhaps even straighten your back leg. But don't worry, you don't have to do everything. Tummy muscles working, lifting the hips with you and supporting your hips and the lower back with your core. Deep breath. Well done. And then moving your hands beneath your face. And you're going to step back, down facing dog. Sport walk again. Move the hips from side to side to loosen up, loosen up. Loosen up your hamstrings, your hips. Brilliant, brilliant stretch. On your next inhale, come up on your tiptoes, look between your hands, bend your knees and walk towards your hands, into your forward bend. Take a moment here, hold your elbows if that's alright. Check the back, take one hand to the lower back and check which way the pelvis tipping, forward or back. Definitely forward. If your pelvis tipping back, this is not good for your lower back, so you just have to bend your knees, tip the pelvis forward, hold your elbows, bending your knees absolutely fine, and just move from side to side. Lovely stretch for the hamstrings, for the lower back, for the hips. If you can straighten your legs, go for it. But if you have to keep your knees bent, this is absolutely fine. Squeeze the legs towards the midline, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Well done. And then come back to the middle. Hands to the hips, lift your elbows, shoulders, lift your chin, squeeze the legs and come up, squeeze, 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 come up standing, relax, relax. Okay, well done. So now, I want to show you lovely stretch for the shoulders and also massage. So, remember the sock I asked you in the beginning? So you have socks and you have 2 tennis balls. So you're going to drop those balls into this sock. Okay, and we're going to create this little massage. Okay, so you have 2 balls and just tiny space between them. So you just squeeze with your fingers, so make space between them and then make a knot so the balls don't move far. Okay, so you secure them in the sock. So you have this structure. And then you're going to find the wall. You can do this massage at the wall, for the shoulders, for the back, for the muscles around one side of your spine. You can do it at the wall or you can do it on the floor. So I'm going to show you what to do at the wall. So you have this, you come to the wall, okay, and then you're going to lean against the balls. You place them where you feel you need the massage, where you feel very tight. And you just go up and down. So this feels good. So you're massaging. Where do you need massage? Between the shoulder blades, go lower, or just lift the balls a little bit higher and you go. So this is good. So I'm massaging between my shoulder blades. This is nice. It's a tight spot for me and I'm just going to stay there for a little while. And if you need to go lower, bring it lower. So like middle back. Sometimes it gets very tense. So go there. Go there, middle back, or maybe go lower for the lower back, and you massage there, just going up and down. Good workout for your front of the thighs as well. Good workout for them to strengthen. Okay, and just play with this. Okay, so lovely gentle massage, self-massage. This is good if you, especially if you live in a lawn, in lockdown, lovely massage. Okay, you can do by yourself. Great, and you can do all the same on the floor. So you can place it on the floor, you lie on it, and you wiggle along and just massage where you need it. Okay, so this is one tip for you. Okay, I'm going to place it somewhere here. Okay, so next, I want to show you balances. Balance is so important in tennis. So in everyday life as well. So balance, we do 2 balances today. First is your 3 poise. Options here, just your toes on the floor, heel on inner leg, or foot beneath your knee, or foot above your knee. And then you're going to find the spot in front of you and balance here. This is the 3 poise. So if you feel you need the wall, balance is not very tricky today. So you come to the wall, one finger on the wall, with one finger touching the wall, and when you feel steady, maybe you can just let go and focus on one point, or lift one finger and lightly touching the floor. Not the floor, the wall. So let's do it together. Okay, right foot. I'm going to focus on this point in front. Right foot, where you feel very comfortable. Maybe just heel on the inner leg, or your foot beneath your knee, or your foot above your knee. Finding the point and focusing on that point. Bring your hands to your heart. Steady breath. Strong core muscles. Squeeze your tummy muscles in and lift. And when you're ready, you stretch your arms. Breathe easily. You stretch your fingers like your branches on the treetop and breathe. Check your legs. Press your foot into your leg and leg into the foot. Check your core muscles. What do we need for the balance? Strong core and calm breath. Strong core muscles, calm breath. Another deep breath. And then bring your hands together and draw your hands to your heart and then relax. And shake your legs. Relax, relax, relax. And change inside. Again, looking straight ahead, choose the point. Heel on inner leg, this is nice and steady when your toes touching the floor, or foot beneath your knee, above your knee. Again, avoiding the knee joint. Bring your hands to your heart. Take a moment. And then inhale. Lift your sternum and stretch upwards. And think about the qualities of the tree. Staying steady, grounded, strong in any life situation. What do you need for steady balance? Strong core muscles and calm breath. Well done. And then bring your hands together. Bring your hands to your heart and then relax and give your legs a little shake. Relax, relax, relax. Great. For the second balance, this is your dancer pose, and we did stretch the front of the thighs nicely. So the dancer pose looks like that. Now, you're going to hold the foot and the other arm to pivot forward, maybe even lifting your foot higher. So again, looking at one point straight ahead. If you feel again this is tricky, you need to hold something, come to the wall and you face the wall. Looks like that. You face the wall, you hold the wall, and you stand away from the wall, length of your arm. And when you're there, when you're balancing, you just take this hand and you walk up and up and up the wall. And again, one finger touching the wall. Okay? So let's try together. Holding your right foot, left arm up. Nice stretch for the shoulders as well. Okay, and for the front of the thighs, take a moment, look at the point, little bit of tailbone, remember the tailbone, tummy muscles in, strong core muscles, and then pivot forward, press your foot into your hand, lift your foot higher, and for this left arm, think about reaching up and back, the left thumb moving back, press your foot into your hand, balance, look at one point, balancing, breathing steadily, strong core muscles, and please be playful. If you need to start again, and you don't have to go all the way, you can stop in the middle somewhere, then come back, relax, and shake your legs. Anytime you need to start again, be playful, start again. Okay, we're just challenging the balance. Okay, left foot, holding left foot, right arm up. Lengthen, get steady, look at one point, then pivot forward, and when you feel steady, you press your foot into your hand and lift. Shoulder, right shoulder moving back, thumb moving back to the wall behind you. It doesn't matter how far you go. If you're holding the wall, lightly with one finger, holding the wall lightly. Deep breath. and then come back. Come back, relax, shake your legs, give them a little shake, relax, relax, brilliant. So now we're going to squat and sit on the floor. What I want to do, I want to lower my fire because I'm getting nicely cooked here. Okay, the fire off. Brilliant. Now we're going to sit on the floor. Let's squat. If you're happy with your knees to squat, so it looks like that. Watch me for a second. Looks like that. We're going into the squat. We're going to stop here for a moment, maybe even sway from side to side just to stretch a little bit more around the hips. And if you feel, okay, this is not good for your knees, I suggest the chair pose. The chair pose looks like that. You stretch your arms, you push the hips back, and your knees parallel. So you're not taking your knees wide apart. So for the knees, should be very comfortable when your knees face in the same direction as your second toes. And you can stop here or stretch your arms. Lovely stretch for the shoulders as well. Okay. If you're happy to follow me into the squat, then you take your feet wide. Okay. For your knees, I often do this. I lift my toes upwards and disengage the shin muscles, which supports my knees better. So I do this a lot. I lift my toes up, I stretch my arms in front. Inhale. And as you exhale, let's go halfway. Just testing the water, hips moving back, core muscles strong. Just take a moment there. Can you go lower? Maybe you can. Maybe you can bring your hands together and with your elbows, take your knees a little wider apart. So we're stretching a little bit more here. I suggest engage all your core muscles, pelvic floor muscles, tummy muscles, keep it strong, hold. And then press one foot into the floor stronger, then another foot into the floor stronger, and just gently swaying from side to side. Just pressing one foot, then another foot, nice and easy. Don't worry to do everything. If you find this is too much, you can sit on the floor in any time you need. You can press one foot into the floor, another foot, or you come up halfway again if you need it. If you find this is too much. Okay, now we're going to sit. Do you need to hold the floor? Hold the floor and then sit, or stretch your arms in front, balance, and then sit. Okay, and then stretch your legs to the front, relax your legs. I suggest tip the pelvis forward, like sort of moving into the back bend, and lean back. Lean back and just relax for a moment. Relax your legs and watch me, please. I want to show you the next stretch. This is going to be the forward bend with the legs wide apart. Looks like that. So I show you the front view first. Looks like that. And then we're going to fold forward. And I'm going to sit back to you now. I want to show you how to look after your lower back in this forward bend. So watch me, please. So you're going to sit like so, with the legs wide. You want to stretch the hamstrings, the back of the legs, and you want to be very comfortable with your back. So I'm going to lift my toe up now for you, so you can see what you don't want. You don't want vertebra sticking out, so you don't want round back. What you want, if this happens, you lean back, you tip the pelvis forward and forward and forward, and then you check. Okay, my vertebra in. You're going to check, and you're going to feel those strong muscles by the side of your spine, raised, and this is good for the lower back. So vertebra in, back straight, or maybe even curving, and then you're going forward bend to forward bend, folding, folding gently from the hips forward. Lovely stretch for the hamstrings. Okay, let's do it together. So if you're happy, sit on the floor and then take your legs very wide. I'm going to face you now. We do it together. Okay, press your legs down, so strong. If you touch the front thigh muscles, they're hard, they're tense. So they're working hard. You feel already stretch. You press your heels into the floor and your toes reaching upwards. Let's just check, toes reaching upwards. And for your knees would be very, very good alignment if you check the mount of your second toe in line with the middle of your ankle and your knee. Another leg, mount of your second toe, middle of your ankle and your knee on one line. Okay, lean back. Okay, one hand to the lower back. Let's check. Is your back straight? Straight or a little curve, but not rounded. Okay, make adjustments. Maybe lean back a little bit more. Lift your chest a little bit higher. Lengthen. And then allow the pelvis to tip forward. So the forward bend comes from the hips. So we fold in from the hips, not from rounding the back. We want to keep the back straight and fold in from the hips with the strong legs. Let's again check. Okay, front of the thighs, very strong. Press them down. Well done. You feel your hamstrings straight, your inner hamstrings, your middle of the hamstrings. Lengthen forward, lengthen, lengthen, lengthen. Keep stretching forward. It doesn't matter how far you fold. If you're super flexible with your hamstrings and you fold in a lot forward, then hold the floor in front. And you can use your arms again to lengthen, 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 lengthen. Soften between your shoulder blades. Relax your neck. And continue to use your arms to extend, to create the space. To create the space, draw the shoulders in. Relax your neck. Neck is in line with your spine. Or just holding the floor behind and enjoy the stretch. Checking again front of the thigh muscles, working hard. This will protect you from overstretching. The back is straight, again checking. Take one hand, again check at the back. The back is happy, comfortable, straight. Deep breath. Well done everyone. Take another deep breath. And then come back. Come back. I want you to relax your legs first. Then with your hands, bring the legs closer and shake them. Shake, shake, shake. Relax, relax your legs. Okay, the next posture we're going to do called pigeon stretch. Super stretch for the muscles around the hips and the lower back. And I want to show you options first. So the options here. One option, when you have your toes pointed to the side and your foot is flat. Another option, when you're moving your foot forward and then you have to flex your foot, keep your toes active, and maybe this is your variation. And then we're going to do this little bit of movements, lifting the tailbone, then lengthening the tailbone, going lower, then maybe going on your elbows, and maybe even stretching your arms forward. Like so, forehead is on the floor, or maybe you need your hands here, or maybe you need to come back on your elbows, or even on your hands, and this is okay also. So please do adjust as we go along to your postures. So let's do it together. So come on your all fours, and remember that you don't have to do everything. So I know some postures quite challenging, okay, but not pain, please. Not working through the pain. So let's do left knee. Left knee, slide into your left hand, and then you take your left foot just in front of your right knee, and you point your toes back. Okay, maybe this is okay. Check with your knee, is that okay for your knee to do this posture? Or maybe you can move your foot forward, and then you flex your foot, keep your toes active, you have just outside of the foot on the floor. And we're going to do, this is called the cow stretch, when you lift in your chest and when you lift in your tailbone, creating big curve. Now, we're going to lengthen the tailbone, lengthen, lengthen, lengthen the tailbone, lift your tummy muscles and see if you have space for the back knee to move back, go a little lower, if this is okay. Take a moment, squeeze the hips, tummy muscles lifted, and go on your elbows. And check with your body. How does it feel for you? Maybe this is just enough. You can stop here and breathe. Use your exhale to let go of unnecessary tension. You have super stretch for the muscles around your left hip. Deep breath. Lovely stretch for the lower back as well. Or if you suffer with sciatica, this is a great stretch to create more space. Okay, so do it again. Lifting your tailbone and your chest. Exhale, lengthening the tailbone, tummy muscles lifted. Checking again space for the back knee to move back, or maybe for the front knee to move slightly to the side. And maybe you can straighten your arms. Forehead is on the floor. Lovely stretch for the hips, for all the muscles around your hip joints, for the lower back. Checking your back leg, is not on a holiday. That back leg still squeezing towards the midline. Deep breath. On your next inhale, and lift your head. Slide your hands to your knees. Okay, well done. We're going to push back to down, facing dog. Step back. Have a good stretch. Maybe spot walk a few times. Bend your right knee, then the left. Do this a few times. Hips moving from side to side. And then come up on your tiptoes. Knees down. We're changing direction, changing legs. Right knee to your right hand. Your foot to the left, just in front of your left knee. And maybe this is just enough. Or moving your foot forwards. Flex your foot. Deep breath in, lift your chest and your tailbone, creating a big curve. Exhale, opposite direction, tailbone between the sitting bones. So lift your tummy muscles and take your back knee back with ease. Elbows down, if it's okay. You can stay on your hands, absolutely fine to stay on your hands. And when you are on your elbows, I want you to take your time and check how you feel. Okay, Lulu. She's dreaming and snoring. Lulu, wakey wakey, good girl. Okay, so now again, lifting the chest and your tailbone. Exhale, lengthening the tailbone, and again going a little lower, maybe even stretch your arms forward. Forehead is on the floor or maybe on your hands. Okay, take a moment here, enjoy the stretch. And breathe. If it's too much, you can come back on your elbows or on your hands. Squeeze the hips. Ideally, you want your hips level. You don't want to lean to one side. And your back leg drawn towards the midline. Just squeeze that back leg towards the midline. Enjoy the stretch. Great stretch for the hips, for the lower back, for the back of the pelvis. Okay, on your next inhale, come back, hands on the floor, stepping back to down facing dog, big step back, have a good stretch, lengthen through the whole back of the body, lift your hips high, squeeze your shoulders at the back, squeeze, 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 and stretch, enjoy the stretch. Take another deep breath. And then come back on your tiptoes, bring your knees down to the floor and sit. So we're going to do a seated twist. So very important twist to create more space for the nervous system, to relieve tightness or tiredness of the back, and also great twist to open the chest. Yeah. Stretch your legs in front, and we do options. Bend your right leg and take your foot outside of your left leg. Then hug your knee and then sit straight. And just check how you sit. Are you sitting with your back upright? How's your back doing? Check with one hand. Okay. If your back is not straight, sit on the folded blanket, or maybe you have blocks at home, something like that, or just fold the blanket and sit on it to become a little bit higher, taller through the spine. And if this feels very, very comfortable, more advanced options, if it's okay with your left knee, you lean to the left and you take your left foot to the right hip and again sit. And your hips level, left knee is happy. If your left knee is not happy, again straighten your leg to the front. Absolutely fine to have just one leg bent. Okay, we're going to stretch right arm. Inhale, right arm up. Exhale, opening and taking your finger pads behind you, closer to your sacrum. I want you to press your hand into the floor and lengthen. So you want to keep this length. And as you exhale, tummy muscles in, and you take your right shoulder a little bit more back, opening. Okay, finger pads moving a little further, and then stretch your left arm and see if you can hook your elbow over your right knee. And if this is not for you, just continue to hug your leg and squeeze your leg closer to the chest. So this is another option. If you're okay with your shoulder, maybe hook your elbow like so and breathe. Lift your chin like drinking from the tall glass. Neck soft and breathe in deeply. Inhale, you lengthen. Exhale, tummy in. Right shoulder moving back. Again, finger pads maybe moving around your hips. Deep breath. Let's take another deep breath. Gently with your neck. Don't overstretch your neck. And then come back. Come back. Hug your front knee for a moment. Sit tall. Take your shoulders back. Back of the head back. Relax your neck. Relax and soften. Okay, we're going to change legs now. Okay, bend to your left. Take your left foot outside of your right leg. Hug your knee and sit tall. Checking again your back. How are you sitting? Are you sitting upright? Or sit on a blanket or on the block? If it's okay with your right knee, lean to the right. Right foot to the left. And again, you sit in level, hips level. Left foot in. Now left arm up. Inhale. Exhale, moving into the twist. Finger pads behind you, closer to your sacrum. Inhale, you stretch. Relax your neck, lift your chin. Right arm. Inhale. Can you hook your elbow over the knee? Or maybe just hug your knee and squeeze to your chest. Okay, whatever you need. So this is going a little bit deeper into your twist. Inhale, you stretch. Exhale, tummy engaged. Moving deeper. And again, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, tummy in, moving deeper into the twist. Chin lifted, neck is soft, back of the head slightly moving back. Let's take another deep breath. Work with the breath. Inhale, stretch. Exhale, tummy in, moving deeper. Great. And now come back. Come back to the middle. Hug your knee for a moment. Sit tall, shoulders back, your ears moving back. Relax your neck. Crown of the head reaching upwards. Relax and soften. Well done. And then sit into the child pose. Child pose looks like that. So you come on your old horse. You bring your big toes touching, your feet flat, knees wide. This is nice and passive stretch. Lovely for the shoulders and for the hips. Moving the hips back as far as you can, listening to your knee joints. You don't have to go far back. So, but if you can, hips touching your heels, moving back, and then walk your fingers forward, like Spider-Man hands. Fingers walking forward, lengthen, 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 and then completely soften. Drop your elbows, your hands, your forehead on the floor. Or maybe you need more space. Slide your hands beneath your forehead. Or maybe you need to even bring more space with the fists. You can do this. And then relax there. So I would like you to just sit into the child pose, relax with your breath. Okay. Let's do this for a few breaths. Hips moving back. Hands moving forward to create more space. Your breath is easy and flowing. On your next inhale, lift your head and then slide your hands closer to your knees. Okay, well done. And I'm inviting you just to lie down on your back and relax for a few minutes. So this is called Shavasana or relaxation pose, where you can relax or meditate. And it looks like that. I'll show you first. It looks like that when you take your feet wider than your hips, you tip the pelvis forward. There is a space between the lower back and your yoga mat for comfort of the lower back. And also you want to try to flatten your buttocks, you try to flatten the back of the thighs on the floor. This is all good for the lower back. And then stretch your arms to the sides and you're creating the shape of your body like shape of the star. Close your eyes and just relax here. Okay. Do you need to put your socks on or jumpers on? Or do you need to cover yourself with a blanket? That would be very nice for you as well to relax. So please do whatever you need. Put your socks on, jumpers on, cover yourself with a blanket. Take your time and then lie down and relax. So this is your Shavasana relaxation posture where you can just stay and focus on your breath and meditate on the breath. I will be sitting for you and guide you through your relaxation, and you please be comfortable. Lie down, relax. Okay, I will be sitting. Okay, make yourself very comfortable, warm and comfortable. And let's just check the whole body. We scan the whole body. Okay, take your feet wider than the hips. Check your lower back. Press your hips into the floor, a little stronger until you feel there is a space between the lower back and your yoga mat or the floor. And then completely relax your legs. And wiggle your shoulders, make your shoulder blades flat on the floor, arms away from your body, palms facing upwards, allowing your shoulders to relax. Your eyes softly closed, back of the head nicely balanced on the floor, and if you're not sure, roll your head from shoulder to shoulder, just to relax all neck muscles, just a few times from shoulder to shoulder, and then come back to the middle and relax. Smile to relax your facial muscles. And leave the beginning of the smile on your face. And then feel your forehead becoming wider and smoother. Relax your scalp. Relax your ears, the skin beneath your ears. And relax your breathing. Slow down. Slow down your breath. And just stay with the quality of the breath, noticing the length of your inhalation and exhalation, noticing the temperature of the air flowing through the nostrils as you're breathing in and out. And today we're practicing meditation on the breath. So we're just going to observe all the quality of the breath. Then noticing parts of the body which moving when you're breathing in and out. You might notice the rise and fall of your abdomen, the rise and fall of the rib cage. Just noticing all the sensations. Noticing the flow of the air through your nostrils, the temperature of the air flowing through the nostrils, movements of the body when you're breathing in and out, the parts of the body which move in when you're breathing in and out. Noticing 4-part breath, noticing your inhalation, natural pause, the exhalation, and the still point at the end of your exhalation. And I would like you to pause or focus on that still point at the end of your exhale. You have inhale, natural pause. You have exhale and the still point at the end of your exhalation. Focusing on that still point at the end of your exhale. And now notice that every inhalation, completely different, brand new, like a new beginning. Every inhalation, completely different, brand new, like a new beginning. And you can think about what is new beginning you present to you. Stay with your breath. Now, as your relaxation and short meditation comes to the end, bring your awareness back to your surroundings, back to your body, back to your friends, to your family, to your pets next to you. Deepen your breath, wiggle your toes and your fingers, then slide your legs together, arms by the side of your body, and then stretch. Take your arms over your head, on the floor, flex your feet and stretch away from the waistline. Stretch, stretch, stretch. And when you feel sufficiently stretched, hug your knees with your hands, gently rock from side to side, and then roll over to your right hand side and come up to the sitting. Just sit comfortably on the floor and bring your hands in Anjali Mudra in front of your heart. Inhale, lift and lengthen, and then slightly lean back to feel the strong support of your back muscles. Support, steadiness of the universe. Reflect your practice, close your eyes, reflect your practice, reflect your intention of the practice. Notice how you feel. Enjoy extra strength, flexibility, and clarity of mind. Bow your head to your heart, to the light within you, and open your eyes. Well done, everyone. Thank you very much. Namaste. And have a lovely day. I come closer to the screen now. Okay. And thank you very much who joined me live. Okay, or if you're practicing in replay, so please do leave your comments below, and your comments, your questions, I will be answering all your questions. And if you would like to check my yoga video club on my website, where I have more than 100 yoga videos, recorded yoga classes in different categories. There is a category 1 week yoga for strengthening the back and improving the posture. There is category yoga for strength and energy, suitable for the morning sessions. There is a category for relaxing yoga sessions, releasing and stretching gently, suitable for the evening classes. And there is a category for breathing, category for relaxation and meditation. So please do comment on my website, have a look, have a browse. You might like something you want to practice. And I'm going to leave my link below after this session. Okay, and thank you very much for joining me, for watching, for practicing with me. Okay, and I will see you next Friday at 1 p.m. here on Facebook. Okay, thank you very much, everyone. Lots of love. Bye. Have a good afternoon.